What's going on? Telephony Kicks coming back with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. Please subscribe to my channel, Telephony Kicks channel. We're a collections channel, guys. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate all your comments. Please comment, push me to get better. Something I missed. I'm open. I'm always open. This is an open door policy, open comment policy, guys. Feel free. Just, try to cool out on the curses and carrying on, but, feel free to comment. I appreciate you. So today I wanted to do a comparison. I want to do a comparison with those 2024 Air Jordan 9 powder blue Jordan 9s. But first, before I get into those, I have a couple of OG pairs that's laying around here. I'm gonna get right into it. So I have both of these are the right size shoe. So I have probably like 4 or 5 pair of these things. 4 at least. I'm just showing you 2 right here. When you see the Jordan 9s, this number right here significantly on the back of the shoe means the most. Jordan 9s. These are from 2010. I used to triple up and quadruple on stuff like this back in the day. These are the Jordan 9s from 2010. These are 2 pair. Obviously you can see the both right foot here going the same way. But let's talk about the quality on these Jordan 9s, guys. You guys don't understand the quality, the QA that you're getting on these shoes today that we wish we had back 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. The stitching on these things, guys. The stitching, especially on Jordan 9s, always to me was iffy. See, how do you know your Jordans are authentic is you're gonna have peaks. You gotta look for the peaks on these things. That's how you authenticate these. That's how we authenticated our Jordans back in the day. They're gonna have the peaks on there. You can see like a little cut or peak on the shoes. So that's how we authenticated it. And also this has, sometimes you can see a little flash on this part here on the outsole, this black suede part here. You see, sometimes you'll see some lighter, but you're going to see a lot of sparkles. I mean, you guys, a lot of you guys, I live close to, I grew up near New York, so there's a lot of fakes out there. So you have to always be careful when you're buying stuff. If you wasn't buy from like Foot Locker and you go into one of the mom and pop stores on 125th, or some of them stores got fakes. Not all of them stores is authentic, and you got to be very careful. So I used to shop at like Dr. J's, Uncle Sam's in Irvington, a lot of stores downtown North, and then also we used to go to Woodbridge Mall, or what's the name, Elizabeth Jersey Garden is not that old of a mall. Probably Jersey Garden probably within the last 10 years, 15, but Jersey Garden wasn't the spot. It wasn't always there. So we either had to go to Woodbridge, Livingston, malls like that to make sure you had authentic sneakers. If it wasn't at a mall, you go downtown North, you better make sure. You go down to New York, you better make sure, because some of them stores, they had fakes. But yeah, so this shoe right here is a monumental shoe, but you have to be careful with these shoes. A lot of the threading on some of these shoes are horrible. Are horrible on these shoes back in the day. But I wanted to compare that to the powder blue. Listen, the only problem I have with the powder blue is this. They took that off for a reason. So this pair is probably my most worn Jordan 9. And then this one I try to keep on ice, but I did break these out a few times. Remember, these are 14 years old. These are from 2010. These are 14 years old. OGs. Older than some of you kids that are watching, pretty much. So let's take a look at that. The Jordan 9s. Space Jams, or they change the name every now and then. My PlayStation, original PlayStation, 20 years old. I got a few of these. This thing is almost older than my son, but my son got it by a few years. This is an original PlayStation. Original. You got any of this? Do you have anything retro? Anything retro? I'm a collector, guys. I still have a bunch of, I got the Dreamcast, I got the original Xbox. All the stuff that my kids played when they were young, I still have it. I still have it. Some of the stuff. I'm still looking for my son sneakers. I wanted to pull out of his, I have a pair of his LeBrons that he destroyed. And I still have my pair of LeBrons and they look brand new. I wanted to show you what my son used to do to sneakers when he was young. But let's get into it. Let's take a look at the powder blues. Obviously, I'll show you the box. Typical Jordan box. The boxes today, some of them are not fun. Like back in the day, we used to get the fingerprints. We used to get his face on the box. You get these Jordan cards inside in the box. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Jordan 9, Air Jordan 9 Retro, Summit White, Black, and then what's that? Black, Summit, Noir. I must say these are very nice though, guys. The quality on these things is they did something different to these. These just look different compared to the 2010s and the 2016 pairs. These look different. These look much more thorough. Now, I don't have, this is the first time I bought this one. I know they came out several times, but this is the first time I went after this one. I have the Kilroys. I have so many other Jordan 9s that I purchased. But yeah, I wanted to take a quick look and compare. Also, the peak is on this one too, guys. See that right there? It has the peak on there so you can verify. They still put the peaks on there so you can verify if it's authentic or not. That's one thing you have to know about buying Jordan 9s is they have little key codes on here for you to verify if it's authentic or not. So that's one tell sign right there is the peak on the top of the toe. So yeah, so I wanted to compare an OG 2010 version to a 2014 version. This is a 2014 versus 2024. First on YouTube with this example here. You can see the cuts are different. Let's see here. Let's take a quick look because I'm unboxing these as I'm showing you on camera here, guys. So the first thing that I see here is the cut on the back. You can see the cut here. It's a little bit different. Not having that monumental 23 on the back, man, that takes the fun out of the shoe though. To me, that takes the fun out of the shoe. What's your thoughts on that? And also, they really use a nice leather this time on this shoe. The leather on this shoe is different. The leather on this shoe is some different type leather. This is it's a flat color, white color. You can see it like an off-white color. And this one is more shiny. The OG is more shiny. You can see how the light just kind of reflects off it. But this one is more duller. You know, it doesn't have that same shininess to it. The Jordan 9 2024 is also wider. Looking at the back of it, you can see how wide the shoe is, right? The shoe is much wider. Both are size 13s. These are size 13. So pretty much everything is the same. You have the rope laces is a lot thicker on the 2024 pair compared to the 2010 pair. The rope laces is a lot more thicker. But the leather, this type of leather on the stitching also got better on the 2024 because I guess the stitching when making these type of shoes is much harder back in the day because you could see like the stitching on the toe. Oh, you can see that. The toe stitching is much cleaner on the 2024 pair. Much cleaner. What's your thoughts on these, guys? Did you cop these or no? Listen, guys, I've been buying this stuff for decades. And I like to see the growth in the shoe. When you're talking, back then these were probably, I remember I paid maybe $100 on the original pair back in 2004 or 5. It was a long time ago. Not 2004, 1994. 1994, it was like $100 back then. And then the prices didn't really start increasing until around 2010, 2011. That's when they start pushing the prices up on a lot of these shoes. Because back then they were like 110, 120, 100. For Jordan 4 cements, they were like 100. The twos originally started when I was a kid. I think my mom's paid like $65 for my first pair of Jordan 2s. Lows. They were like $65 back then. I was a kid back then. But what's your thoughts on these, on the powder blues? I'm telling you right now, the leather on here, they used a heck of a great leather on these compared to the OGs. They flatten the whiteness. It doesn't have that shininess on here no more. And the leather on here is actually a little soft. You can see how soft that is compared to the OGs. Just doing a quick video. The tongue is the same. Everything is the same except the leather is actually on the powder blue. It's much better. It's a fire shoe, guys. I'm glad I purchased this. It's not a brick when you like something. When you like it, don't let nobody tell you it's a brick. I don't buy everything for resale value or cost. I buy what I like. It's important to me. If I like it, I don't care. You think it's a brick, that's your opinion. You have a right. But these are fire to me. The Powder Blue 9s, guys. Thank you for joining. Telephony Kicks coming back with another banger.
Telephony Kicks is coming back with another video. Telephony Kicks is coming back with another kick.